let's tell everybody how ASALH got started.
So Dr. Carter G. Woodson was, for those who do not know, the second African American to receive his PhD from Harvard University. He started his formal education when he was 20 and still went on to Harvard. But he wanted to do his dissertation on something dealing with Black history, and his advisors, of course, at Harvard would not let him. And so, as a part of his life work, he knew that there needed to be a scientific history of the contributions of African Americans, because he knew that if the majority community said you didn't have any history, you weren't of any value, and we weren't going to get the respect and the civil rights that he knew we deserved. Mm-hmm. So Dr. Woodson started this life work, and in 1915, he went to Chicago. It was the 75th anniversary of the 25th anniversary, of the Emancipation, and tens of thousands of people came to Chicago, Illinois, to see this great Black History Festival. It was such an amazing festival that people were standing outside to get inside the Coliseum in Chicago to hear people talking about Black history, selling Black history information. I mean, this whole experience of us being rooted in our history is not new. It didn't just start in the 50s and the 60s. Wow. And so Dr. Woodson heard people on podiums who did not know what they're talking about. Hello, people. Do we know anybody who's still doing that today?
Wow.
Again. But what he decided was that he would take a few of his friends over to the Wabash Y, and they started and founded the Association for the Study of Negro Life and History. He left Chicago, came back to Washington, D.C., and incorporated the association here in Washington, D.C.